my biggest idols and influences in battle rap.
Biggest size-wise, or?
In a way, he's the biggest size-wise, but also the biggest presence in my life, both as a mentor, as a rap influence, and also as a friend. It's almost like he's timeless and ageless, because at the time when I started watching him, I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I was a little stunted developmentally, and part of the way I actually learned to speak was through watching him formulate sentences and kind of do his thing. And
he has some of the best angles in battle rap. I probably watch his shit like more than almost anyone's these days. If a battle comes up, because I know he's gonna take a unique approach to it and stuff like that. So I like him a lot. I think I love his mustache. I like just everything about his facial features is he's just like a model, you know what I mean?
Even his look today is kind of like urban lumberjack kind of.
He purposely didn't get his haircut. He told me I didn't get my haircut. I was like, don't act like, you know, people who like care, they get their haircut. But him, he's just like, oh, just forgot. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
The Nicest, presented by Mamitas. We're in Brooklyn. Make some noise. We've gathered the sharpest minds on the planet to complement one another in a way that only they can. And we have two of the most complimentary motherfuckers that have ever existed right here in this battle. So, my friendly compatriot to the right, please introduce yourself.
Dunsh, about to compliment the shit out of a motherfucker. It's a pleasure to be here with you, bro. Good to see you.
And this gracious bastard to my left, introduce yourself.
Pat, stay.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
As I understand it, Dunsh is going to be setting it off.
Is that okay with you? If I go first?
What's new?
Yo, I was gonna no-show this battle. Last night I was talking to Rome. He said, you got some shit for Pat? I said, to be honest, I don't. Worst writer's block ever. I'm just not in the zone. Worst writer's block ever, bro. I gotta postpone. How could I disrespect my idol? I've been watching The Throne, dreaming one day we'd be the next Stockton Malone. So from the Elements League to when you bodied Sharon, the cool white guy general, and I honor the code. Rome was pushy. Motherfucker had me hot on the phone. I said, I will not write a diss for Pat. I'm not gonna go. He said, I told you, it's a battle, but with compliments though. I said, well, fuck it. I could kick that off the top of the dome. So
Let's go, bro. Right, let's go.
So off the head pat, that is an awesome head tat. And if it wasn't for my pesky job, I'd also get that. I'm thinking jet black lettering with your last name on the side, so in more than one way I'd have Pat stay on my mind. He's a mad neighborly guy. He's a mad neighborly guy. I mean, I wake up at 5 and he's already waving in the driveway adjacent to mine. On a scale of 1 to 5, on a bad day you're a 9. I think you only got braces because you're that straight of a guy. There's a blueprint. There's a blueprint for this smooth shit, and Pat laid the design. He got a KOTD fan base, but on snack stages he shines. He moonwalks with his boots on. I mean, you can't hate on the guy. The smoothest white guy ever. He does blackface and it's fine. If you think that's racist, you're blind. He's just nice like that. He's a fan of unity, so the black community will let it slide like that. Be at a URL event until some guy's like, Smack, who's the guy with the white pride tat? He's like, that's my guy, Pat. Look, he glad right now. He about to ask me for a dance right now. He wants to give me a bear hug so bad right now.
Yo! That's the pick-me-up he needed.
Yo, chill, bro. What is in your pants right now? I mean, Jesus Christ, is that a fucking flashlight? Wow! Yo, ever since you put the crack pipe down, you've been looking cute. He went from free bass into free weights, and he getting pussy too. Remember that line you said? Suge, look at me and look at you. If I smoke crack, that may be something you need to look into. Well, I took that shit to heart, and I really... I said I took that shit to heart, and I really listened to Pat. And I'm still a little bit fat, But on the bright side, I'm addicted to crack.
Crack right now. It's on Pastel.
Y'all ready? The headline main event.
Facts.
Well, they got you in the top this time. Look at you go. To be honest, I don't know if you qualify. You'd usually be the undercard. If you're taking this wrong, I apologize. It's a compliment. Because in the opening act, you know I love me a bottom guy. Now let's go. Pause.
Pause. Keep pausing.
Skinny guy dick. Seen him in gray sweats and ain't left my mind since. The outline thick like a neuro.
Okay, Pride.
Seen him in gray sweats and ain't left my mind since. The outline thick like a neuroscience assignment. I ain't gay, but to this day I'm still confused as to why mine flinched. Words that are written in terms and conditions. Oh, how I miss that fine print. Pause. 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 I first saw it in the men's room. I was having a piss. The stallion came galloping in, and just the fact that he picked the urinal right next to me when all the rest were free is what had me convinced of this hammer of his. And just the stance he was in. Arched back, hands on his hips. How are ya? He turned, so I glanced at it quick. Tried to look away, but with that gigantic Titanic, there was no abandoning ship. All aboard! Aye, aye, Captain. All aboard!
I'm sorry.
Aye, aye, Captain. My submarine is under siege because Moby Dick here hijacked it. And it actually says Dunsh. Might need some eyeglasses. Or maybe it's just hard to see through those long, fluttering eyelashes. Let's fucking go!
Let's go.
Yeah! You're a beautiful man. Ears are like cute little clams. If I had those, I'd just walk around doing the Hulk Hogan move with my hand. Got a cock you could use as a stand. Takes up all the room in your pants. Makes dudes want to move to Japan. What can I say? You are a man. Listen here, you little hunk! I'm about to expose the fuck out of you. Ladies, question. When one of your girls meets somebody new, what are the two things you ask? Is he hung and what does he do? Well, ladies, do I ever have something for you? He is a lawyer
Hey.
in actual real life.
Good to know.
Objection. Man, that must feel nice. A lawyer and packing a steel pipe. You be the judge. I'm sure you grant his appeal, right? Come on. Big dick lawyer energy.
Yes.
Imagine how hot his role play in the bedroom be. So you don't recall handling any large weaponry. Huh. Funny. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I mean, I've heard of a hung jury, but fuck, this guy's blessed with everything. Then the interrogation's over as soon as she checks out that monster. Once that hammer drops, case closed. No further questions, Your Honor. What a fucking first impression when he met with her father. So, what do? Straightens his tie, flexes his collar. I'm a lawyer. Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty successful law firm. We cracked a few decent cases in there. Not sure if you're familiar with Jeffrey Dahmer. Couple side gigs here and there, you know. Part-time medical doctor, professional boxer, special ops, ranger, renegade bomber, few medals of honor, odd jobs. Rich cackling with her pops. Bond forming tighter than his immaculate Windsor knot. I can't even tie a tie. You probably practiced it with your cock. Of course he'd want a lawyer. You know exactly what gets her off. Who wouldn't? Unless she's gone nuts. Unless she's gone nuts to miss the chance to get in the pants of fucking Elon Tusk. But I should probably stop because they're watching the clock. This round was supposed to be short, but it went as long as your pause. Pause.
You paused it. Round two, it's on Dunsh.
That was hard.
Pause.
First of all, you taught me how to tie a tie when I was 5, so that angle ain't workable. And as far as my dick, yeah, we were at the same urinal. And let's just say those were fake personals. The nerve of you. The fucking nerve of you. Knowing damn well compared to yours, my dick is stickly. His shit is thick, Chris Christie, I swear to God. I swear, his shit is thick, Chris Christie, I swear to God. Y'all ain't seen a hog this pretty since Miss Piggy. But if all you brought is that type shit, if all he brought is that type shit, then just accept that you lost. Because these are compliments. And when everything you said to me's pause, it makes it tough to get the message across. And you're right, I am a lawyer, but I ain't never been soft. And fuck my girl, bro. I specialize in getting you off, motherfucker. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Try and pause me. Quiet, y'all. My idol's talking. I am standing right across from Ryan Gosling's giant offspring. This guy's been on a growth spurt that shows no signs of stopping. I've been watching, uses a hula hoop anytime that he can't find a cock ring. I mean, the size is shocking. Father, actor, scholar, rapper. Does it all wearing a blindfold with his eyes closed while walking backwards. I want some answers. I mean, I'm insecure as fuck, but for you it's not a factor, because he'll dance like no one's watching, but everyone's watching because you're an awesome dancer. I let my emotions get the best of me. Sometimes I feel you're the wholesomest, because you just opened up a cozy bed and breakfast, cracking yolks and shit, jam and toast with it. Maybe he's crazy, maybe it's just his openness. But what's weird is he laughed until he got to share the leftovers with a homeless kid. But whatever you do, never confuse hospitable with weak. He cooked me eggs and then he kissed me on my cheek.
That's not fake personal.
You wanna sleep at Pat's? Let me tell you guys, the linens weren't cheap. My man ain't skipping on the sheets. And the last 6 months of my life have been fucked, dog. But now I'm working with Pat. I got his autograph and I might turn it to a permanent tat. You're a fucking slick, rich, gorgeous, luxurious snack. No homo, but you got me feeling curious, Pat. I didn't want to get personal with you, but you turned this to a personal issue. So don't be disturbed if during the middle of one of your verses I kiss you. I love you so much I took your own words and turned them against you, but in my third it continues. I got something that'll perfectly fit you. Pause.
Second round, it's all Pat stay. Pause.
It's a pause for me.
I will be real for 1 second, whatever. I am a father. 2 beautiful kids. I fucking adore them. I actually wanted another, but my girl says we just can't afford it. She got her tubes tied so she didn't have to get pregnant and have an abortion. If I managed my life like yours is, she'd have more kids than a Mormon. True story, though. See, when I was in school, I just ignored it. While you was buying your books, I was buying chains and Jordans. And raising my son, his brain's like a sponge. It's so absorbent, but I'm afraid I don't have the knowledge to teach him what's most important. That one question in life we all have that gets to us all. All the famous male statues, why were their dicks always small? Who built them? Who built them? Maybe it isn't their fault. Their chisels were dull. If only you could go back in history and give them your jaw, like, oh my God, bro. You could have designed Apollo with ivory marble. Look how defined your jawbone is. This guy's a model. Jesus Christ turns into a knife every time you swallow. Did I just hear a plane crash or did Ivan Drago bite a nacho? Oh you definitely drive a Bronco. And that little stubble's great.
Thank you.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yep. On your handsome fucking face! What's his age? As a kid, I was in love with trains. And a hint for you and your boys later, nothing's changed. Yeah. You got that energy I like. Go from a gentleman to a rebel and just blend it in so nice, so elegant and poetic. If you read his shit, you think he used a feather when he writes, yet so gangster with such conviction, you think he sent it in a kite. And we know he ain't like that. But how he says this shit, no one's questioned it twice. This dude's a chameleon. Give him a role. He'll play anything you like. He just molds into it. Like, bro, your name's Kevin, am I right? I've never met a Kevin who looks more like a Kevin in my life. How's he doing? How's he doing?
Let's go. No.
But your rap name is better. Or maybe I'm just biased because it starts with my favorite letter. Oh my God. Listen, I'm straight as ever. I've been trying to make the effort not to look at his bulge by the way that pipe's burst and I can't take the pressure. He moved like this, and for a minute straight it just kept dangling. Could fight a python and strangle it. Jada Smith, they'd have an entanglement. Will let August bang his bitch. Swang on Chris. You're listening thinking, what do those have to do with his dangling dick? They both keep swinging and swinging. Yeah. Bro, I just want to take it all in. Wow. This moment. Jesus Christ.
Chill, relax.
Wow.
The moment.
God, you guys are so gay. I just want to take it all in. Because I'm honestly such a fan, bro. The only thing better than watching you battle is the thought of you bobbing for apples. I know I've talked about this cock too much. I try to stop, but I can't, though. Do not disturb sign. The way it hangs is off of the handle. Now, I didn't want to get personal with you, but you made this a personal issue. It takes two to tango, and that's the dance I plan working on with you. I know you'll be fine learning the hip moves, but the twirling's the issue. Not that I think you can't do it, it's just every time you turn, I will miss you. And you talked about my braces, so I got to think of a bar on the spot. Well, that should be easy. I have braces, so you know I'm sharp off the top.
Let's go.
If I got something tucked in my belt, I ain't armed with a Glock. I'm hard as a rock. Time.
Round 3, it's on Dunsh. Pause, bro.
Pause, you guys. You guys are so gay. Oh my God.
Relax.
Wow.
Seriously, it's
You
like
guys are
every
so-
line gets taken the wrong fucking way.
Jesus. It's called lyricism.
Yo,
Round 3, it's on Dunsh.
You guys are fucked.
yo, can I tell you guys a story that I think really demonstrates this man's character, like for real? Can I do that? Go with me? All right, check it out. My last battle versus Bill, I had a panic attack. No exaggeration, y'all. I couldn't actually rap. I got cooked to fucking shit by half the fans in the chat. It was supposed to be a classic, man. How tragic is that? I thanked Organic for the look, did a vanishing act. I never said what happened next, but this is actual fact. I walked directly into traffic and laid flat on my back. And in that exact moment, here comes Pat on my jack. I picked it up, and at first I thought I made a mistake. Because he said, panic attack, huh, Dunsh? You didn't say you were gay. It sounds messed up. It sounds messed up, but he's the reason I can face it today, because you made me laugh about it. And that made it okay. And there's still a lot of shit that I've been going through lately, but the fact you set that time aside to phone me was crazy. So all jokes aside, bro, I wanted you to know that it changed me. And I will never in my life forget the moment you saved me. Or the boner it gave me. Pat, stay. This man can brighten any bad day. Whip your ass in basketball, then make you pancakes. Pat, stay. Every single lady's plan A. Y'all heard of a sausage party? All of his parties are clam bakes. Pat, stay. What do y'all figure Pat weigh? The size of 2 men, his pronouns are he/they. Pat, stay. Heard you're anti-vax, eh? He's like, this mandate is trash. I said, you had me at mandate. Is that gay? And I say this shit just playing around, but he's been treating me like a piece of meat. And y'all see how degrading that sounds? To me, it's more than just skin deep. The way I feel about stay is profound, so I was framing my rounds and picturing us saying our vows. Bro, I fucking love you. For more than just that face and those abs, it's in your mind, it's in your spine, it's in the way we hold hands. You are my everything. You've given me a strength I don't have. We have walked through life together and paved our own path, and I have heard the disbelievers who say it won't last, but they have yet to see our chemistry. The way we both laugh, how you provide for me, so I could be a stay-at-home dad, a role model. Y'all know what I call stay-at-home? Dad!
Yo, let's go.
Big facts.
You are my idol, my muse, such an inspiring dude. Hold up. You're an inspiring dude, my fucking idol, my muse. You are a shining ray of hope through all the mire and gloom. We shared a hotel together. I was trying to snooze, but couldn't sleep a fucking wink because you light up the room. And I've been dying to say this. Bro, I'm liking the braces. For a man of your age, I think it's kind of courageous. And if I was your dentist, I'd advise other patients to wear a mask and keep their distance because your smile's contagious.
I agree. It is.
Or you've been my idol for ages since you kicked in the door. You've been a savage with the style without no Christian Dior. So even if you win this battle, I'm still winning the war because I came to see the nicest. And I'm going to give you the floor.
Yo! Make some noise for Dunsh. Yeah! Last round, it's on past stay.
Just came.
Just got here. He's saying he's just got here. Relax.
Bro,
Just came.
to know no girls my age give a fuck how big or tough that I am. Muscular, tan, tats, gold chains, the most luxury brands. You just wear whatever's comfortable because you're a comfortable man. And you understand that all means nothing without a structural plan. And you don't care about money or fame, just you yourself is good enough. He chose the dinner with Jay-Z and stood him up. Well, I'm worried about looking tough and having some fucking gangster image. Your life has so much stability, you could have done this in a plank position. And listen, real shit. Think of some of the most dangerous leaders in history, okay? Hitler, Hussein, Kim Jong-un. Little as frames, it's never the big guys like me. Movies, cartoons, video games, who's the bosses? Fucking Mr. Burns, Dr. Evil, Krang. See, it's the smart ones who lead the gangs. Shredder could beat up Krang. He'd be nobody without him, but he needs him because he's the brain. See what I'm saying? And that's him.
Yeah.
You charge him, he'll be okay. He's a lawyer, don't need no legal aid. He'll beat it either way. Don't need to touch you. Got dudes who own favors that he don't need to pay. Heals sick people for free like Dr. Sebi treating AIDS. This is the biggest gangster here. This is the biggest gangster in here. He just stores it and hides it. A wise man once told me that the more normal the guy is, the more morbid and violent and distorted his mind is. He inspired me to become a bouncer because he said it's dormant inside him. But I like a man with a little edge. Education. Organized, morning time. Once he hops on the bed, he makes it. He has 0 unread messages. Due diligence, dedication, a handyman, chef's amazing, and you've got to see Kevin Bacon. You are a dime, bro. Side bowls of fresh thymes and pine cones, courtroom, sports suit, fresh hair slicked with a fine comb, suitcase. I don't even know where you buy those, my life coach, and you're only moving forward like a rhino. Side note, there's a little secret that I know. You lost a bill collector on purpose, don't even lie, bro. You knew he needed that money more. He's never once in his life choked, but then against Billy Blanks, guess this guy knows Tybo, come on.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
He stood there with his finger to his ear like that. Because Bill's struggle stories were hard to hear. You were feeling bad. But a humble man gave him $100 grand. How real is that? Deleting your data history. You could have cleared the cache. Just the fact you even do this shit. While having a career like that full luscious head of hair you have, yet you still wear a hat. This shit isn't even fair. It should just be your reflection staring back because the only compliment battle you can lose is a mirror match. The nicest.
The nicest.
And that's you, young man.
That's you.
Make some noise for Dunsh and Pastel. Yeah. That shit was incredible, bro. That shit was fucking incredible, bro. Dunsh and Pastel. I can see it now. Your gravestones next to each other. You like buried, holding hands exactly like this. One time I saw a picture of two people, a couple at the Berlin Wall, and they'd been separated, but their gravestones had hands that were touching one another. I think that's you guys, kind of. How did it feel in there?
I couldn't even have said it better myself. I'm speechless, to be honest.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of those things I've been waiting for you to say to me for years. I wish you would have told me you felt that way in private.
I'm a battle rapper. Just opening up and stuff like that.
Some of it is about keeping up appearances, huh? But I like that we got all the pomp and circumstance out of the way and could just be ourselves now, you know?
Yeah, it does feel good.
It feels great.
Once that layer is kind of gone, you can just really just be unencumbered lovers.
Yeah.
Really is what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
Dunsh, this is one of your biggest opponents that you've ever had to go against, girth-wise? Did it feel that big? Did it feel big like that? Oh,
I don't.
Remember I had Coach about his big cock lawyer energy? Look how he sits. Just let go. Right?
It's like
The
a-
loosest hips ever. Look how loose his hip is. I can't even crank like that, dude.
Oh, it's just the comfortability of that. I mean, he swears he's on a hammock. Is what it is. He's just so comfortable, right?
He's just flowing in the breeze, dude. Whichever way the wind blows. That's Dunsh, dude.
Whatever blows your hair back there, big D.
I'm comfortable around you, man.
Good.
Yeah.
What was it like preparing for a New York crowd that you know was homophobic?
Yeah. That's why I went extra. Like if I was in Canada or even just like in like a different place, maybe like Cali or something like that, that was a little more open to that type of shit, I wouldn't have went that hard. Like I specifically was like, okay, I'm going to Brooklyn. Maybe they're not going to be totally receptive to it. With that being said, I'm going to be extremely gay. Not only that, I'm going to completely front load it all in my first round. Talk about his cock for 24 bars.
It was so much about his dick, and there
Back
were
to
people
back.
who almost refused to like be on camera, but
I
they're
love
right
that.
behind the
I love
camera and they couldn't look away.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Actually, that's an amazing compliment to be like, this is the gayest shit ever. It makes me so uncomfortable. I have to watch.
But it's incredibly, it was incredibly captivating. Part of it is creating anticipation, building toward that one big kind of climactic moment, and you can't rush
Just a
things.
bonus round.
He just knows how to talk to the boy.
Yeah,
I always wanted to battle Dunsh in a compliment battle. We talked about it for a long time. I'm not always inspired to write for certain battles, but this I knew would be super fun, super creative, and I just wanted to be a part of it. I really
Dude,
wanted.
remember it was like last summer when you called me up and you were like, "Oh, dude, we should do something like that." And I was like, I kind of had this idea
Yeah.
that's in the back of my head.
Because it was like a summer or two ago. I felt like almost, maybe a summer, but you're like, I got this idea for this fucking show, blah blah blah, blah. And here the fuck we are, man. I respect that so much. It's just like because everyone's got ideas. Everyone's like, oh, blah, 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 but and then the next thing you know, he's calling me like, yo, so by the way, got the show, got the
Yeah, it's
TV, blah
happening.
blah. It's fucking actually happening. I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. So.
What's cool about this format specifically is that it's such a welcoming vibe, and everyone kind of in a regular battle there's a feeling of like the world being against you and needing to earn the crowd's approval and stuff. But with something like this, everyone's just here to have a good time. Everyone wants you to do well, so it takes the pressure off a little bit.
Put us in the sickest hotel too. I don't know what to do.